What's up, guys? Hope you're having the best of days so far today. Now, before I actually get into this video, I need to make an apology. In my last Explorers Aura video, which was the Tier 2 of the Aura, I made a promise. I said that when I did Tier 3, I was going to do the Combat Cave and kind of showcase all that that has to offer instead of just the Skilling Resources Cave. I promised you, I did try to record that. I legitimately was recording for the entirety of that aura, and it wasn't until after I did that that I went to watch the video back and try to edit it and make it good for you guys. And I found out that for some reason OBS was recording absolute awful quality audio to the point where if I was to upload it, even though I would have been keeping my word, it wouldn't have been worth watching, and I didn't want to supply you guys with really bad quality content. So I decided to just scrap that and upload an entirely new video afterward. So that's why I'm recording number one through Bandicam, and number two, I'm recording my audio separately afterward. And hopefully this will make it up to you guys. Again, I am really sorry. Getting into this video though, I started off with the resource cave, and I want to again note that this was tier 4 of the aura. This is the Supreme Explorer's aura. I kind of skipped over tier 3 because of the mishap with the last video, but again, the only difference between these two auras is the amount of time you have in the cave. So I don't think I'm really making you guys miss out on anything too important, but again, I am sorry. Anyway, so my goal was to get as many tour stalls as I could. Because I have a high farming level, I get tour stalls from the herb patches in the resource dungeon. Now, when you leave a dungeon, or leave the resource cave, I should call it, and re-enter it, what that does is it respawns a new cave. Every time you leave, it will show you a warning saying you will not be able to enter this exact cave. But as long as you still have your aura up, you can re-enter a cave, it just won't be the same one. This can be used to your benefit. For example, say you walk into a cave, and then everything in it is just junk. There's nothing there that you're interested in. Or maybe you deplete the resources in it that you were interested in. Leave and re-enter, maybe you'll get good luck and you'll get those resources again. Just like pretty much everything in RuneScape, it's based on a random number generator, so you might not get the resource that you're looking for, but again, you can just leave and re-enter, and hopefully with enough luck you'll get what you're looking for. What I was looking for was tour stalls because I figured that they would be the quickest profit out of everything else that's in there. For one, the Chinchampas, kind of a pain in the butt. I wasn't really interested in them. Even though they are decent profit, I don't think they would have been as much as the tour stalls. Number two, any sort of fishing. You guys have seen my luck with that. I don't get anything good from those bubbles. Number three, the gem rocks. Absolute garbage as far as my luck goes. I don't know if you guys are getting like rubies and diamonds and stuff like that, but I definitely am not. So I decided to forego those completely. As far as the use and magic trees go, those are pretty much at a low price right now because they're just rewards from, or they're drops from a lot of PVMing bosses. So they weren't really enough. There wasn't enough incentive there for me to go for those over the tour stalls. And the adamant and adamant and runite rocks, even though they would be worth a lot, I just am very slow at mining them, so I avoided them. That's not to say they're not good. By all means, pretty much everything in the resource dungeon is going to be pretty good and worth doing, but it's going to be up to preference, and I guess dependent on your levels, it might be that some things are statistically better. The thing with doing herbs, though, is that Jagex has capped it so that you cannot just keep getting herbs until your time is up. There is a number limit. For obvious reasons, this is so that it can't be abused and overpowered. It doesn't screw up the economy and just nerf all herb prices into oblivion. I do personally believe that this will affect the economy as far as herbs go, but I don't know to what degree. That number cap is 125, so whatever herb you are able to harvest based on your farming level will be capped at 125 no matter how many times you leave and re-enter the dungeon, as you will see in this video. And for tour stalls, for me, that turned out to be around 600k, a little bit over that, I believe. It might have been closer to 700, I'm really not sure. Again, you'll see in the video. But what this means is because it took me less than the full half hour, that means that for the time I put in, we'll say 20, maybe, I'm not even sure, probably 20 minutes. 20 minutes for 600 to 700k, that's really not that bad money. So, for example, if you're a player that struggles in making money, but you have a high farming level, this could be something that you could do for money. What happened after I finished harvesting as many herbs as I could was I decided to make it up to you guys and do the combat cave for the remaining time I had left. What that meant was I spawned rock lobsters, and I tried doing the combat cave again, as I have already stated in my when I tried recording the last video. I tried leaving and re-entering the combat cave several times. Every single time I spawned rock lobsters, which in my personal opinion I was not too happy about. And this video continues on, you'll probably see why. Basically, all of the loot that I got from rock lobsters was pretty much garbage. I wasn't really interested in any of it. My favorite thing I got was a medium clue scroll. Jagex actually made it so in the patch notes today, you can have one of each tier of clue scroll in your bank, which was really convenient for me because I already had a hard clue in my bank. At least I got something out of this that I really like. Other reasons you might consider doing the combat cave over the resource cave would be for XP, number one. I don't PVM a lot. I don't slay as much as I should. So I don't know how good these XP drops were. They felt pretty good to me. I didn't calculate the XP per hour like I should have. If anyone has, by all means, throw it in the comments. I would love to know what it's actually like and how worth it really is. And I got a decent amount of charms for the time I spent in there. Again, I personally think that something like Water Fiends might have been better for Crimson Charms. Maybe, I believe they're called Giant Rock Crabs might be even better, but for what it is, I don't think it was bad. By no means is it something overpowered and abusable and something that everyone should make sure they do before it's nerfed into the ground. But it wasn't bad. If it's something that you enjoy, something you like, and something that you find value in the rewards of, by all means, go for it. Some tips I have for you, though. Number one, as you saw in this beginning of the video, the portal to the caves spawned right next to the bank. I tried to spawn it where I recorded the third video, which was a little bit south of the entrance to the Hill Giants, southwest of the Grand Exchange. So I stand over there and I activate my aura, and it says that I can only activate it in a bank area, which is strange because, as you know from my past two Explorer's Aura videos, I was not able to do that. I don't know if this is something that was changed recently that I missed in the patch notes somewhere, but so I figured the closest bank was in the cooking guild, so I ran over there and it spawns right under me. Again, this could just be my luck, maybe it's just this area, but my tip to you is to start right there. If you can save any time you can running to the portal, then that's all the better, the more money that you can make in this resource dungeon. My other tips, as I said before, leave and re-enter the dungeon if there's something there that you don't like or you run out of something that you do like. And pretty much, in my personal opinion, avoid the combat cave. It didn't seem that worth it in comparison to the resource cave. Again, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And I personally feel like the resource cave is pretty great. Other than that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Have an awesome day. Stay happy. If you have any sort of opinion or comment on everything displayed in this video, please throw it below. I would love to hear it. I will read all comments. I will respond to them. And other than that, guys, stay tuned for the next video. Stay happy, and I'll see you next time.